Mr. Mugabe was not willing to hand over power to Mr. Mnangagwa. He offered Mr. Chiwenga the presidency, and Mr. Chiwenga could not take that arrangement. He handed over. He said, we want to put Mnangagwa, and this is our arrangement. And these words are going to Mr. Chiwenga. I want to say, the young people that are in the army might need to think that they need to have their own Traore. The problem we have right now in Zimbabwe, the Mnangagwa problem, was literally created by Vice President Chiwenga. It is a problem. And I think I have to say it aloud for you to know. It was him who made the decision that Mugabe is going, the one who must come is Mnangagwa. He made that decision. He had the power to say, no, we are removing Mugabe, but we are going to do another process to find a suitable presidential candidate.
Kusangana kwatikuita zvakare pachannel ino, channel yeZimutiness TV, pandinodzoka nama-updates akasiyana-siyana, uye ndinoti kana kari kekutanga kusvika pano, ndinokumbira kuti ungobaya button rekusubscribe, then turn on the notification bell kuitira kuti usarasikirwe ne-every update yandinodzoka nayo pano nguva nenguva. As you know kuti mukaona Apostle TF Chiwenga vachitaura masermon avo havatadze kuisa Zimbabwean politics mukati. Vanobva vataura maonero avo in Zimbabwean politics. Now he is back again blaming General Chiwenga and the late President Mugabe for bringing the current president Mr. Mnangagwa. Ladies and gentlemen, these types of topics handidi kuita sendinowedzeredza kana kutapudza. Toda kuti mungozvinzwira mega. And after mapedza kuona this video, let's meet in the comment section muchitiudzawo zvamunofunga nemaonero enyu pamusoro penyaya iyi.
Mr. Mugabe was not willing to hand over power to Mr. Mnangagwa. He offered Mr. Chiwenga the presidency, and Mr. Chiwenga could not take that arrangement. He handed over. He said, we want to put Mnangagwa, and this is our arrangement. And these words are going to Mr. Chiwenga. I want to say, the young people that are in the army might need to think that they need to have their own Traore, who is able to say, no, these old people do not have our interest at heart. Because the problem we have right now in Zimbabwe, the Mnangagwa problem, was literally created by Vice President Chiwenga. It is a problem. And I think I have to say it aloud for you to know. It was him who made the decision that Mugabe is going, the one who must come is Mnangagwa. He made that decision. He had the power to say, no, we are removing Mugabe, but we are going to do another process to find a suitable presidential candidate. He could have called for an election within ZANU-PF, because the coup was already a ZANU-PF project. The opposition were used just like they've been used over the years. Their desire to go into power caused them to be used all the time. They don't know, Kuti. There's no way ZANU-PF can invite you when they know that you want to replace them. They will always use you. I said it, that this was a ZANU-PF project. The opposition did not help anything. They were simply used. But Mr. Chiwenga could have called for a ZANU-PF internal process to find a suitable leader who is not Mnangagwa. He had an arrangement with Mnangagwa before the coup. These are details that are true now. You can't dispute these details. When Mugabe spoke, he said, it's a bad idea for Mnangagwa to be president because he doesn't forgive. What I want to tell Zimbabwe is that the words of Mr. Mugabe had nothing to do with forgiveness. He spoke with an elderly language. Who needs forgiveness from their president? Is a president a Catholic priest? who must hear our confessions and say you are forgiven, go in peace. Mugabe wasn't talking about forgiveness when he said Mnangagwa is a cruel man, he doesn't forgive. What Mugabe meant was that Mnangagwa does not care about the people. That's what he wanted to say. Instead of listening to your grievance, he would rather kill you so that you stop expressing your grievances. How did Mugabe know? It is because in the Mugabe era, it was Mnangagwa's job to silence Mugabe's critics. So Mugabe was not an angel. It was just a divorce that had gone sour. Let's to start to say, let Mugabe come back. He's just a demon of his own caliber. But they are sides of the same coin. You must understand that. He wanted to tell us that he doesn't care about the people. He would rather kill you if you come to him with a complaint. He's not willing to hear your complaints. But Mugabe was not willing to say this aloud because he was also considering that his children and wife needed some sort of relationship with Mnangagwa, even though he was ousted through an unorthodox means, an illegal process of a coup. The question is, if Mugabe knew that Mnangagwa is not president material, why did he keep him in the presidency for 3 terms? So when you listen to a dying man, not everything that he says has wisdom. Some of it is full of his regrets.
Yes.
If he cared about the people of Zimbabwe, he can't warn us about a monster that he created himself. And for that, the people of Zimbabwe should not forgive Mugabe for creating a monster called Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa. He's a creature of Robert Mugabe. When he killed people in Zimbabwe, instead of arresting him, he spoke to him nicely until their relationship went sour. The man that Mnangagwa caused to fall from the 3rd floor and lost his mobility, he reported to the president's office. Mugabe ignored it until in 2017 when he spoke about it at the Bindura rally. Mugabe knew about that man. That was illegal. That was a crime. He did nothing to hold Mnangagwa accountable. So don't warn us about somebody that you have been sharing the same bed with for the past 47 years. 37 years. Don't warn us about someone you have been married to for 37 years. If he is that bad, how come you have been sleeping with him for the past 37 years? That was a miscarriage that happened in 2008. We are now about to go into a 4th miscarriage. But I must tell you that Mr. Mugabe created a monster, and Mr. Chiwenga brought the monster back when he had lost his grip on political power. He brought him back. He said, come and let us share the spoils of war. And now the monster has done what it does the best all the time. I have 3 questions that I want to ask. The first one goes to Mr. Chiwenga. And it goes like this. How do you explain the death of the generals that have died now since 2017? Of course, you know that most of them did not die a natural death. Most of them. Why exactly did they die? Vakafira chi magenerals akafa nemagenerals ari kufa izvezvi kubva 2017. Chavari kunyatsofira chi? Look at where the state is now. Look at where the things are now. University lecturers are being given a salary that tuck shop cashiers can still frown at. $300 a month, plus or minus. That is the current salary of University of Zimbabwe lecturers today. What was the purpose of removing Mr. Mugabe? Makachivachi. The second question goes to the army, and it goes like this: for how long shall you be used? Even if you are getting some money from these illegal mining operations that the army is doing now, I think the people of Zimbabwe are not aware. The mines that we have in Zimbabwe, they are now in the hands of the first family and the army. The army created a company, and that company is dealing with the Chinese. They are the ones benefiting from our minerals and not the people of Zimbabwe. My minerals enyika izvezvi ari mumaoko memhuri yaMnangagwa nearmy. But even though the senior army officers are benefiting from illegal mining deals with the Chinese, zviri kubatsira chi izvo zvipatara zvisina mishonga kudai? What is the benefit if after you get sick you go to a hospital, there are no ventilator machines, there are no dialysis machines, you have to fly to China to get medical treatment? Is that what you call development? From 2017 until today, the number of the Chinese people entering our country have more than tripled. We now have 3 times the number of Chinese that were in Zimbabwe in the Mugabe era and the number of Chinese nationals in Zimbabwe today.
Yes.
They are beating our brothers and sisters at the mining sites. They are now the ones who are treated as darlings by the Mnangagwa regime, the Mnangagwa military regime. What good are these Chinese deals bringing to the ordinary people of Zimbabwe if they are able to kick us in the streets, in our own land? What language does Mnangagwa speak with them that when they meet an ordinary citizen, they see a puppy that they can kick around? Even animals have rights in other countries, more rights than Zimbabweans.
Yes.
In Britain, if you are seen kicking a cat, you'll be arrested. In Zimbabwe, Chinese people, Chinese nationals are beating up our women and men in the full glare of the camera, and nothing is happening to them. The Chinese people have more rights in Zimbabwe than Zimbabweans. And all I'm saying today is Mr. Chiwenga must know that he's going to go down in the history lane, in the annals of history, as a man who brought up a monster to terrorize the people. But when he did so, he promised that he has brought a second republic. Remember, the operation that executed the coup was called the Restore Legacy. The legacy we are seeing now has never been seen before. It's not Operation Restore Legacy. It's Operation Introduce Legacy. It's a legacy of corruption of astronomical levels, state brutality at astronomical levels.
Yes.
In the Mugabe era, soldiers never gunned down citizens in the city center.
Yes.
Mnangagwa brought a record of state brutality in 1 August of 2018, when soldiers aimed at ordinary citizens and gunned them down in the CBD of the capital city. Mugabe had never done that before. So the young ones in the military must know that looking up to the senior leaders in the army is never going to give anything that is important or that can change the things that are affecting ordinary people, including yourselves. These old men are looking out for themselves. They don't care about you, your children, and the future of your unborn children. If you are a young military officer, you must know that these guys are giving each other opportunities to loot. All they are going to do is to give you allowances of $200. Go and beat up the people and nothing more. Mari dzamakapiwa pamakarova vanhu muna 2018 amuchatozive kuti dzakaenda kupi. It's time we have young people rising up to say we are taking the future in our own hands. These old people, they are caring for themselves. They don't care about our future.